here's, let's call this attempt number 4, to make a learn math remotely from home while being isolated for the pandemic video. Let's start with, I hope that you are all safe and healthy and isolated. Hopefully not so isolated that you're going crazy, but just isolated enough to be safe. Let's follow that up with, I have never done this before. This is my first time trying to teach a camera instead of a human. This is my first time teaching remotely. I'm not a huge fan of it. We'll see how it turns out. I just thought I would let you know that I'm feeling pretty apprehensive about this too, in case you were. If you're not, then great, good for you. What's next? I want to cover some basics of how I think that this is all going to run. I'm going to be doing a lot of these. I think in these videos I'm just going to be demonstrating topics. I'll pick, oh hello. Yeah, okay. This is Harvey. She says hi. No, don't do that. Okay. Say hi, Harvey. Yes, she's the best cat. So in these videos I will be picking some topics that I think will be the most illustrative, and I will just be working through those on this little board, and then I think the plan is I want you to watch these videos and practice the basics of these things. Hopefully then you can work on some homework problems, and then when we meet during our regular class times, meet during our regular class times online, we can talk about how to do homework problems that might be more challenging. Meeting online, I think, is going to involve we're going to use the chat function on Canvas. We're going to use, okay, bye. We're going to use the conferences function on Canvas. So chat is just like a chat program. I don't know if any of you have like Discord or some sort of messenger service. It basically functions like that. We can type messages in real time, and it's very, very low tech, very low buy-in. You just kind of click the button and it brings you up the chat window, and it's a real easy way to just touch base with everyone. So I want to start with that. These are the Canvas options. I would also like to be using, there's a function on Canvas for conferencing, video conferencing. So which I want to do for at least a chunk of our regularly scheduled class meeting times. So I can create a conference on Canvas. I can send invites to everyone through, I think, the Canvas email function, and you can all join the conference. You all do not need to have a mic or a camera or anything like that. You can all participate on this conference just by watching. So this will be like it'll be like me live streaming, and I can do that. That'll be on my computer, not this camera setup I have. So that will be, I can either do sharing my screen, if I think that'll help, or I could just use the webcam on my computer if I think that I could, I don't know, write pictures, draw problems out and do them that way. I'll figure something out for that. We can talk about that the first time we have class. Those are going to be the big ways that we're going to have class, because we are going to be continuing to meet online at all of our regular scheduled class times. I will be taking attendance through the chat function, so you all need to at least make an appearance in the chat function, not literally. If you don't have a camera, that's not a problem. Aside from that, I think a lot of this is going to involve just emailing back and forth. I stopped writing things. Conferences. So the chat will be our messenger program. The conference function on Canvas is going to be like me live streaming things with your involvement and participation. And email is, of course, always a great way to get a hold of me, to ask questions, to make sure that you're finishing the homework. The one part of this I'm not yet completely decided on yet is quizzes. If we think that this online stuff is going to last for no more than 2 weeks, then my preference would be to not have any quizzes online, and I can just do the quizzes with you in person when we come back. If we think we're going to be doing this online business for much longer than 2 weeks, then I will find a way to give you quizzes. I think that will involve me emailing you the quiz questions and you doing them on notebook paper and emailing me back photographs of your work after a certain time frame. Again, I still want this to be a part of like our regularly scheduled class meetings, so maybe in the last hour of class I can send out this email, and then when everyone has it they can start working on it, and they would have to send it back to me. You would have to send it back to me by a certain time, however much you had finished. So if we end up doing quizzes online, that's how I would want to do them. Let me know what you think, and here's hoping this all worked out.